Diva Deets, the ultimate podcast for women over 40 who are ready to take control of their health, ditch the diets, and lose weight for good. I'm your host and coach, Danya Powers, and in today's episode, we are going to really tackle something that I think is what most women deal with when they hit 40, when everything just kind of isn't working. And we are really going to show you how to fix it today. So, if you're listening to this and you're thinking, I eat healthy, I work out, I stay busy. I'm doing all the right things, but nothing works anymore. Or why isn't this working anymore? This episode's for you. You are absolutely not crazy. There's something on my glasses. I'm gonna clean them off while we're talking here. You are not crazy. You things have changed. You're not lazy. You're definitely not lazy. If you're raising a family, you're not lazy. You can't be and raise a family. You are not broken. Although I have to say, when this happens to me, I felt very betrayed. I was like, what the hell, body? What the hell? I felt very betrayed by my body, but I will say that even if you're not broken, what is broken is the idea that doing just working hard and the effort still works after 40, because it doesn't. You have to really be strategic and you have to be smart about it. And so I'm going to walk you through why your body has stopped responding the way that it used to. And let's talk about what actually fixes it. I'm going to give you some actionable steps today that will move you forward. Okay. Um, After 40, your body no longer rewards the hustle. It doesn't reward the hustle, it rewards structure and it rewards safety. And so when stress is high, when recovery is low, when calories are inconsistent, when muscle depletes, when workouts are random, the nervous system doesn't say, great job, buddy. Let's lose some fat today, sister. It doesn't. It actually does the opposite. It's like, whoa, holy crap. She no longer takes care of us, so we have to keep her alive. So we're going to put her in this little protective bubble of chubba lubble, and we got to make sure she not die. That's really what happens. We're not safe. We're going to hold on to everything. We're going to hold on to everything and get the crazy eyes about it. You know what I mean? This is when fat loss stalls. This is when weight fluctuates. This is when inflammation increases and you start noticing different changes in your body that didn't used to be there, that didn't used to happen. So this never used to happen to me. Your energy also begins to drop. Your motivation disappears. And the worst part of all of this, I mean, this is the slap in the face, is we're genuinely doing more than we ever have in our whole lives at this stage, not less. And so that's where it's like, son of a crack monkey. I don't understand why this is so bad. It's so hard. I felt, I remember just being so mad. I remember being mad at God. And then I remember thinking, it's me. I'm mad at me. Everything I was doing, and I was doing, y'all, I cannot describe to you that I was doing everything right. Gaining 50 pounds when I hit my 40s was probably one of the most humiliating, lowest points in my life. And I thought, this is unrecoverable. How can I be a fitness example if I can't even do this? And, I was that girl that was telling people, if you're depressed, exercise. Well, then you get depressed. And then you're like, wow, depression is real. And it is a gut punch of humbleness attached to that for me is what happened. And I almost killed myself. That's how low my depression moment got. So that was a learning moment. While turning 40, after telling women, just eat less, do more. Eat less, do more. You just need to eat less. Oh, your belly's because you are not doing enough cardio. Eat less, do more. Eat less. Yeah, that doesn't work anymore. Guess how I found that out? The hard way, in front of the whole world, while I taught classes in front of hundreds of people every single week, watching me get chunkier and chunkier. Um, so eating healthy doesn't automatically create a calorie intake that your body finds acceptable. What? That is correct. Um, it doesn't. And this, when I talk to somebody who is coming into my program or who I'm thinking about bringing into my program, I don't ever say yes to every single person. I try to make sure that it's a really good fit for them, that they are a really good fit for me. So we're very protective of our diva community. I'll put it that way. Eating healthy for many women is, well, I don't have breakfast. I'll have like maybe coffee. I'm never hungry, so I don't eat. And then I might put some protein in my coffee, but that's it. And then sometimes I'll have something around 10 o'clock, like a yogurt, but that's about it. And then lunch comes, and I really just try to grab something that's fast because I just don't have time to fix lunch. And so I'll have like a tuna packet and, whatever I have on hand. So if it's like crackers, I'll have crackers. And then I'm usually pretty hungry at about 2 or 3 o'clock. And so that's when I will have like, a bar of some sort. I like this bar of Bear Bells is one that I hear common. I haven't ever tried that one for the record. I've heard that it's really good though. And then dinner comes around, and I'm making sure that we are having a veg and a protein, no carbs. And then that's when I'm so hungry, and I just could eat like the whole house, and I'm so hungry. And so I'm sitting there listening to a woman that's had like maybe 1,100 calories, maybe. So toddlers are supposed to eat 1,300 calories, and I get a lot of pushback from this. It's like, oh, because they're growing. Because your body never changes. You don't have hair that's still growing and nails that are still growing and organs that constantly have to clean and refresh themselves. Your skin completely replaces itself in a matter of a year. And not to mention the fact that now you're also trying to lose weight. And so you're telling me that you only need to eat 1,200 calories a day? I don't think so. I don't think so. If calories are too low in midlife, your body will fight you like a mad dog to hold on to fat like crazy because it's going to have to use your muscle to have food. And that's what you've trained it, especially in midlife. If protein is really inconsistent, it doesn't really have a dense source of nutrition to go to. And then let's just add stress into here because this time of year or this time of life is stressful. It's stressful, and our bandwidth for BS is smaller. So we can't really make ourselves not respond to things anymore. If our husband's acting a fool, he knows, and we are no longer afraid to tell him that. We'll just put it that way. We'll just say it like that because we have no BS meter anymore. We is done with the BS. Well, so is your body, yo. Your body's like, yeah, we're also done with the BS. So now we are turning you into the blubber rubber. We have to barrier ourselves because you were trying to kill us. So your body adapts, and it adapts in such a way by slowing the output, slowing the release of fat. It doesn't. It does it by, well, okay, we can release a little, but that's all we're giving you today. And so that's why just eating clean doesn't work. There's a way to do it. That's why cutting calories really, really backfires hard at this age. Not only does it cause you to not lose weight, you feel like absolute butt. It's not fun to be around you whilst you is hangry and potentially plotting our murder. You know what I mean? It's no fun. And then women start adding more cardio. And this is an argument I will get into with clients. Let me put it differently. This is a conversation we have of if you're going to add the cardio, you have to add food to help support that, okay? Because if you're just going to add cardio and you're going to add extra cardio, okay, fine. Some people really like to do cardio. You have to add the food to support that. Otherwise, your body's going to be like, oh, we about to hold on to the blubber rubbers. She trying to kill us. So it's just this constant cycle. And then you have all this motivation walking into the new year, or gosh, I want to get ready for bathing suit season, or look so cute in a dress on this cruise that is coming up in June. And motivation turns into burnout because you've done all of these things. Because fat loss after 40 is not about restriction, it's about alignment. And it's so important that you remember that, okay? The structure that I teach works in real life because it's real. It doesn't sound sexy like, guess what we're doing today, baby? We better jump in our 4 pillars and we better make it look good. No, we are doing the right things. We are doing the structured, simple things, the boring things, if you will. The boring things on repeat create the opportunity to learn, grow, share, and change together. You and I. All right, let's talk through this. How many calories should I eat? We're going to talk with the 4 pillars. Let me just run through the 4 pillars really fast, okay? The 4 Diva pillars. These are the critical component of my program. This is how you see clients like Ginger losing 50 pounds and over 70 inches. This is how you see clients like Susie, who's 67 years old, and 5 months after she stepped into my program, she was down 16 pounds, which was her goal, but she was down 26 inches and 6.5% body fat at 67 years old. She looks incredible. Absolutely. If I can just have her arms when I grow up someday, please, little baby Jesus, let me have those. So we have our pillars, and these are what these ladies follow. The Diva pillars are real simple. We're drinking the proper amount of water, which you're going to go through. We're doing the proper amount of steps, which we're going to go through. We're eating the proper amount of food, which we're going to go through, and we are working out the proper way. What? That's the four pillars. That is the key to success. That is the key to success. And then you just repeat those things until they're ingrained in your brain and your mind and your heart and your soul forever. Okay? That's what we do. So let's talk through this though. Let me help you. So if you are listening to this while you're driving, just plan to re-listen to this if you find this valuable. If you are at home, you probably want to pause this and go grab a pen and paper. Why? Because I'm going to give you some truly actionable steps today. Okay. You're going to go to this website. It is called tdeecalculator.net. This website will help you calculate your calories properly in a balanced way, better than anything else that's on the market right now. When you go there, you're going to put in your weight and your height. It's going to tell you your maintenance calories, which are going to be on the left in a little square. If, let's say, you know what, I'll just type it in. I wish I could share my screen. I don't actually know how to do that. I'm learning as we grow together today. And so let's say you are a 260-pound female. That's an age. You're a 260-year-old female, 49-year-old female. Let's weigh 260 pounds. You are 5 foot, probably 4 is one of the most common. This activity level is real important. Sedentary office job, meaning that you're not getting up ever, is less than 3,000 steps. Light exercise is 5,000 steps average. So you want to make sure that you choose light if you're doing 5,000 steps or less. If you are doing more than 6,000 steps, which is most women, we're super busy at this stage of our life, then we're going to click calculate. So on my screen, my maintenance calories at 260 pounds, which is not what I weigh, I'm just giving you an example. 260 pounds, 5'4", to maintain this weight, I need to eat 2,773 calories a day. So that's the little amount. That's your maintenance. Now, ignore the other calories. Just ignore them and scroll down on your page. You're going to click on the word cutting, and that is going to give you a calorie deficit, okay? So your calorie deficit that you need to be eating to lose weight is down 500 calories. You need to eat 2,273 calories in order to drop up to a pound of fat per week, which is about the pace that you want to go. If you go too fast, what happens? We can hold on to this blubber. She's trying to kill us. Okay. So we want to go low and steady, smooth and permanent. That's what we want. And so you'll then go to the left column of your page. And on the left column of your page, you're going to have the macronutrient breakdown. This is a moderate breakdown. It's very balanced and very easy to excuse me while I burp on you, very easy to follow, okay? You're going to be eating 170 grams of protein, 88 grams of fat, 199 carbs. So simple, right? That's how we do tdecalculator.net. And so mindful, if you're doing less than 5,000 steps a day, do lightly active. If you're doing less than 3,000 steps a day, do sedentary. If you are doing 5,000 plus steps a day, you're going to choose moderately active. If you are doing more than 10,000 steps a day, you need to choose a high. You are being highly active, so you need to have the calories to support that. Otherwise, our bodies, what is our body going to do? We hold on to this blubber. She's trying to kill us. We don't want that anymore. We want to let go of that. Okay, this is your starting point. This is not a starvation. We have to learn how to eat that many calories because we have told ourselves our whole lives that we're supposed to eat like a 50-pound kid. What? Yes, and doctors have told me that too, which I think is insane, but that is neither here nor there, and I am not a doctor. Okay, let's get to training because this is where it gets fun. Okay, Training is really simple. You want to keep a really simple structure. So I keep a very simple structure for my divas, something that they can carry for the rest of their lives. Number one, we are doing 3 strength training workouts minimum. If you can do 5, that's even better. But we're going to keep it really basic today. Monday is going to be a push upper body day. Wednesday is going to be a leg day, maybe a little bit of core. Friday is going to be a pull day, another upper body day. No chaos, no guessing. Make sure you write that down. Write this down. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday are cardio days. You're going to do 20 to 30 minutes of cardio. Okay. Now, where are our pillars? They are wrapped up in the whole day. We are getting our strength training workout in. We are making sure that we're following our macronutrient plan, that we now know exactly how many we're supposed to be eating. Okay. And now we want to make sure we're getting enough water. You want to drink at least half of your body weight in ounces in water. So I usually tell my divas 96 to 128 ounces. We keep it simple. We keep it pretty much across the board for everybody. Some people need to be drinking 180 ounces. Some people need to be drinking 80 ounces. But we keep it 96 to 128. That's our goal. That's our goal. That's a healthy goal to go to, especially when you have a fitness goal. Even if you were trying to become the fastest runner or the biggest power lifter, 96 to 128 ounces, 20, say that really fast, is your goal. Okay? 96 to 128 ounces. Now we have our step goal. Step goal minimum of 6,000. That's why I encouraged you toward moderately active. Why? Because at 6,000, you live longer. Go do some studies. Go look up studies. People that do 6,000 plus steps a day live many more years than people that do less. I'm going to give you a statistic, this study that I followed years ago, and I've said this before, so if I'm repeating this, just let it sink in this time, okay? If you sit at your job for more than 6 hours a day and you're not getting up and moving, you are doing the damage of the same thing as smoking 3 packs of cigarettes would do to yourself. That's how much damage you're doing. So even if you have a sit-down job, set a timer, get up every hour and move about 7 minutes on the hour. It's life-changing, and it's very easy to hit your 6,000 step goal, 6,000 steps goal, okay? Um, so we've got our macronutrients, we have our strength training, we have our steps, and we have our water. 4 pillars takes us through the rest of our life. This works because your body can predict it. This works because predictability creates safety. This works because safety allows fat loss. Okay, quick pause because recovery and inflammation after 40 matter way more than people realize until they're already there. And one thing that I've been using that genuinely is helping me so much is Ziva Life. I used to wake up every single day with a stomach ache, and this has been life changing for my gut. This helps with gut health. This helps with inflammation response. This helps with recovery and digestion. And this matters when you are lifting. This matters when you're managing stress. This matters when you're trying to get your body out of survival mode. This is not a magic supplement to fix everything. Nothing works like that. I would definitely, market that if there was something out there. Nothing works like that. But when you're doing the right structure, something like Zevo really supports that system instead of fighting it, and it helps so much. I used to have a lot of indigestion, different stuff like that. This has really helped heal all of that and get that stuff in alignment. If you go to zevo.life, and then you put the code in the Diva Deets, THEDIVADEETS, the Diva Deets. They are giving us a 30% discount for this partnership. And so please take advantage of that. You cannot ask for a steeper discount on a product, and it is a small company. This is the only product that they have. And so it is something that I definitely am so thankful to have gotten partnered up with. And so I do encourage you to go to zevo.life, enter code the Diva Deets to get 30% off. You will not regret getting this product. It really has been something that I have loved. So jumping back into it, the women who succeed long term are not extreme. The women who succeed long term are more the tortoise rather than the hare. And it's hard to talk people down, especially if they've been really extreme their whole life. Or one of the ladies I was talking to today, she's 47, and she's like all or nothing, all or nothing. And it was just like, I used to work with her before, so I could be very blunt with her. And I was like, you're 47 years old. We can't keep yanking us around. You can no longer play with this. You're playing with fire. So we do have to get our head on straight. We have to do this. You've got to lean into this. And the women who succeed long term, and this is basically what I was telling her today, they are boringly consistent. so predictable. They eat enough. They train with intention. They recover properly. They're getting enough sleep. They are making sure that they are managing their stress instead of ignoring it and doing the Scarlett O'Hara. I'll worry about that tomorrow. No, let's deal with this crap now. Let's go ahead and make sure that we're not stressing about this or waking ourselves up with this. They are not, trying to restart every morning or every Monday morning. Like, oh, I'll wait till Monday. I'll wait. That's not them. And that consistency, that is what creates results that last. And that's what we're looking for. So, when you are looking for your end journey, whatever it is, whatever you're trying to lose weight for right now, wouldn't it be amazing to get to that point? And first and foremost, you're not feeling like you're starved to death, so you don't feel like crap all the time. Wouldn't it also be amazing to have it mapped out for you? Wouldn't it be amazing to have a coach say, here's your macronutrients, and you say, well, coach, how do I eat that? And she says, here's a meal plan that tells you exactly how to do that. And it's based on how you are metabolizing food, because that is how I do it. And that is where I'm giving myself a little bit of promo. You can come find me on Instagram as Donnie Powers EC, TikTok as Donnie Powers EC. You can also find me on Facebook at Donnie Powers. And if you are trying to find something that works, you have tried everything and nothing is helping you, and you are ready to just ditch diets, you're ready to look toned, you're ready to look tight, you're ready to feel sexy again and feel in the best shape of your life. Speaking of sexy, you are ready to have a sex drive again. Those things happen when your body is healthy and strong, right? So if you are ready for change and you're ready to lose weight, I am looking for 5 ladies right now, and you may be one of them, but you need to come find me. Message me the word ready. Let's jump on a call and we'll make a game plan. You can also book a call in the show notes here if you're ready. If you're ready, just book a call. Just jump on that, fill that out, and book a call, and I'm looking forward to meeting you. But if this episode hit home, really, really hear me, okay? You're not failing. I promise. I promise that you're not failing. You're really kind of just running on an outdated strategy that doesn't work for the body that you have now. And to be honest with you, we've all been raised on a strategy that doesn't work, period, in the long run. So it's not your fault that you didn't fail dieting. Dieting failed you. And if you're ready to stop guessing and you want a plan built for your life, just message me the word ready. And if this episode helped you, please leave a review. We need our reviews. When you leave reviews, it helps more women find real support instead of more diet noise that's just going to take them down the wrong path. It has totally been my pleasure to hang out with you today. I do hope that you found this valuable. Please save it if you did so that you can re-listen to it. Hopefully, if you have any questions, you reach out and ask them. But until next time, stay strong, stay consistent, and stay fabulous, my divas. Thanks for tuning into this latest episode of the Diva Deets. If this helped you and you found it valuable, share it with a friend who needs to hear it. Ready for more support? Join my free Facebook community or join my coaching community. The details are in the show notes. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, stay strong, stay consistent, and stay fabulous, my divas.